Yo, what up, though? So the Minnesota Vikings did it, man. They moved up in the NFL draft, man. They moved up to spot number 10 from 11 and drafted quarterback from Michigan, man, JJ McCarthy, man. And the Minnesota Vikings only gave up the pick number 11, the pick 129, and the pick 157 with the New York Jets. I don't feel like that was a lot to move up one spot in the NFL draft, especially to get your quarterback of the future. Especially once you've seen all the quarterbacks that were flying off the board, like we've seen the Caleb Williams, the Jaden Daniels, the Drake May, even Michael Penix got in there at number 8 to the Atlanta Falcons. That right there was a shocker, man. And the Minnesota Vikings did what they had to do to move up to get their quarterback, man, because I feel like the Raiders or the Broncos were trying to move up and get JJ, and the Minnesota Vikings killed that and moved up and got their quarterback of the future, man. So kudos to Quasey, because at the end of the day, you probably followed your board, and people were mad at Quasey because he ain't move up in the top 5 or top 10 or top 3 pick. Like, if a team don't want to trade with you, they don't have to trade with you. Like, you can't do nothing about that, man. So I respect Quasey and what they did because they went out and got their quarterback. Because if the Vikings would have waited to pick number 11, JJ might not would have been there. That's real, man. And the Vikings wasn't done. They wasn't done in the first round, man. The Vikings moved up to spot number 17 from 23 and took linebacker from Alabama, man, Dallas Turner, man. And the Minnesota Vikings only gave up their 23rd pick, they 167, and next year 3rd and 4th round picks to get the linebacker from Alabama, man. That right there was a good pickup for the Minnesota Vikings, man. Even though I wanted the Minnesota Vikings to draft a defensive tackle, I ain't really understand the linebacker spot at that pick right there, but I kind of do because Dallas Turner is going to bring an attitude and a different element to your defense that the Minnesota Vikings were lacking, and they probably couldn't find in free agency. Man, Dallas Turner is a monster. Last year, he had 10 sacks at Alabama, man. And Dallas Turner, he have a motor. The Minnesota Vikings need a linebacker like this. We all know the Minnesota Viking linebacker core is very thin, man. I know they signed a linebacker in free agency, but after him, who do you have? So I really understand the pick. Even though I wanted the Minnesota Vikings to go D tackle in the first round, maybe in the 4th round, they go out and get a Sweat or maybe the defensive tackle from Duke or even Michael Carter from Ohio State. He might still be there. I don't know. Quasey might move up and get a defensive tackle, but the Minnesota Vikings need a defensive tackle, man. But I understand the Dallas Turner pick a little bit, man. And I'm not mad at the pick. Because Dallas Turner bring an attitude and a different element to the Minnesota Vikings defense, man. And the Minnesota Vikings also drafted a quarterback of the future. Imagine JJ, with Ja, with TJ. Number a lot of J's out there. Number a lot of touchdown passes from TJ to JJ to JJ to Ja. I'm not going to lie to y'all, man. But KOC have to do right by JJ McCarthy, man. And I like the Aaron Jones pickup. To me, the Aaron Jones pickup was the best pickup the Minnesota Vikings did this free agency because it's showing me that Quasey might run the football because Aaron Jones is a true number 1 running back that can run the football and catch the football out of the backfield, man. But I wouldn't be surprised the Minnesota Vikings also took a swing at the running back spot somewhere in the NFL draft, man. Because after Aaron Jones, who you got? Ty Chandler and nobody after that. Like, I don't know if Aaron Jones going to be able to play the full season. He might miss 2 or 3 games due to his age and his history, but that ain't really nothing, especially if you draft players at that position because you can have depth. But the Minnesota Vikings did good in round 1. If you ask me, I'm not going to lie to y'all, man. I like the Minnesota Vikings draft, man. So they did good. Quasey did good, man. I get Quasey an A-, man, because I feel like Quasey should have went defensive tackle, but he went linebacker, and I can understand why he went linebacker because we needed a linebacker like that on our defense. And plus, we still got a lot of rounds left in the NFL draft, man. I'm pumped for the NFL. I'm happy. The NFL draft is finally here, man. And if you watch my video and watch my channel, I was at the NFL draft. It was so many people at the NFL draft, I couldn't get into the NFL draft. I had to leave the NFL draft to go live with my guys and upload videos for y'all, man. That's how committed I am to bring content to my people. Subscribe to my channel, like the video, and please leave a comment. How do you feel about the Minnesota Vikings first round draft pick? What grade would y'all get, Quasey?